Hi, this is Rachel from RightStart. You asked a couple questions about level F. Let's see, it would be lessons 49 and 50, I believe. Specifically, some problems on worksheets 37 and 38. So let me kind of walk you through. This is using the idea of short division to solve some long division problems. The question that you had, in specific to your email, was what is 6,780 divided by 33? Now, with long division, as your students are getting used to the process, one idea, because we're focusing on the process and we don't want them cumbered down with a lot of the other struggles. So one thing you might want to do is list the multiples of 33 here on a sheet of paper, that is, on another sheet of paper, so that they don't have to calculate and recalculate and try to remember where they are in the steps. This is kind of a shortcut, a temporary shortcut. Over time, they're not going to need this. But let's work through this problem. This number divided by 33. Well, first of all, we always write the lines of where their numbers are going to be placed, so that they kind of get started. Now, how many times does 33 go into 6? Well, it doesn't. So we're going to leave this one blank. But how many times does 33 go into 67? Well, if I look at my cheat sheet, I can see it's 2 times. So I'm going to write 2 up here. Now, 2 times 33 is 66. You can either do that mentally or by using your sheet. What's the difference between 66 and 67? 1. So we have a remainder of 1, right? So we're going to put our little 1 here. Now we could do 66 minus 67, that'd be 1, then we dropped on our 8. We could do all of that. And in fact, that's what long division typically does. But we're going to use the short division version. So when you see these little numbers up there, what that means is the remainder from the previous subtraction. So how many times does 33 go in 18? Well, it doesn't. So we're going to put a 0 there. Now, how many times does 33 go in 180? Now, in the book, you said, where did the 1 and 8 come from? So you can see this as one group, 180, or what they did in the book was just put the 18 over here. If you had done this the traditional way, you would have gone 0 times 33. Here, let's see, 0 times, so here we would put 18, and then we would drop down our 0. That's the traditional way. So what this is doing is reflecting that traditional way. However you want to do that. I did not require my kids to put the 18 here if they were just carrying it over. But if you want to get them in the habit of the traditional way, that might be the option. So anyway, all right, so how many times does 33 go in 180? Well, we can see it's going to be 5 times, and we will have a remainder. Now, this might be something that they calculate on their own, on another sheet of paper, or do the subtraction, but the remainder is going to be, or the difference is going to be 15. 180 minus 165 is 15. All right, so let's do the next one. The next question you had was, in the lesson, you had this, and you wanted to know how they got some of those short division thing. It's going to be the same thing. Actually, let me put this up here so you can see it. Our little cheat sheet. There we go. Again, we're going to put our little lines up here so we can see. How many times does 33 go into 8? It doesn't, so we're not going to put anything there, right? How many times does 33 go into 85? Again, it's going to be 2, so 2. Now, the difference between 66 and 85 is 19. So we're going to put 19 up here, making this number now 191. Okay, now that you could do this, 66, subtract and on down. But what Dr. Cotter is trying to do is find an easier, quicker way as opposed to remember all of the steps. Okay, so now how many times does 33 go into 191? We can look on our cheat sheet. 198 is too much, so it's 165, so it would be 5. And the answer is 165. So 191 minus 165 is 26. Okay, now notice that's what this number is. So now we have to divide 33. See how many times 33 goes into 266? Well, that would be 8 times. with the answer of 264 minus 266 minus 264 will give us a remainder of 2. All right, let's do the one more, and this one was from worksheet 38. Let's see which one it is. It's this bottom one down here. So let me slide this up here. All right. So again, because we're working with 34, I created my cheat sheet. Again, an option for you. How we're going to solve this is we're going to find out how many times 34 goes into this number. Again, start with our lines. 34 does not go into 9, so we're not going to put any number there. But 34 goes into 91. We come down here. We know 2 times. And our answer is 91 minus 68, which is going to give us a remainder of 23. So we're going to put 23 there, which makes this 234. 34 goes into 234. How many times? 6 times. 6 times 34 is 238. And we're going into 234. Whoops, wait a minute. That's the wrong one. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so 234 minus 204. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm doing this. All right, and the answer is, the remainder is 30. So we're going to put 30 there, or 306. How many times does 34 go into 306? We can see that as being 9. And then that is our answer. So anyway, I hope that helps. But if not, feel free to email me back. Take care.